Okay, so I read that 90% of your clients you
Hmm.
are cutting in 30 minutes or less.
Yes.
And because of this, you find that it's hard to create content, to create
Hmm.
and put out content on social media. Can you explain that a little bit more?
So for me, right, when you gotta do, content and stuff, there's a process. You gotta set up your cameras sometimes, you gotta.
Mm,
For me, a lot of times when I'm doing my content, I would do like, right, I rather doing like short clips versus just doing like the whole video. So
hmm.
I rather doing like, a clip, stop, a clip, a stop, just to save, more space and stuff like, and right, it's easier for me to edit that way. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Um, once with me having clients sometimes back to back to back, it's kind of, challenging to, set up and have, my camera and everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll do it sometimes, it's a little right. It may sound like an excuse, but for me, I know what it's like because of the way that I like to do my videos and stuff. So that's just what it is.
So now with cutting hair in
Mm.
30 minutes or less, do you get to develop like a conversation with the clients? Or I know for me, when I'm talking and I'm cutting the client, it's like making the haircut take a lot more longer than it normally would. So do you get to talk to your clients at all, like or anything like that when you cutting your clients?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. That's one thing that I hear, like a question that comes up a lot with
mm-hmm.
barbers thinking that, if you give in shorter haircuts and stuff, is like, what time do you have to really, build conversations with your clients and stuff. And I have great conversations with all my clients. Now, the other thing to it is, it's not every time clients really want to talk. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
There
right, right.
a lot of times, especially if it's clients that actually been cutting for a while, sometimes they want to just be on their phone and just do what they do. And it's sometimes it's just like basic conversations of how
Mm-hmm.
you doing, and and they keep it short. You know what I'm saying? But you have certain clients that they like having conversations and stuff, and you just rock out with whatever it is. But for the most part, like, I don't have any problems or issues as far as like cutting, in a shorter time frame as far as having conversations with my clients. No.
I remember one time I was cutting a client, and I don't do it now, but I used to take appointment every 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And with me, like I said, I don't really cut fast. I tend to cut kind of slower.
Right.
And because of that, I wasn't doing a lot of talking with my
Yeah.
clients. And I actually had a client, he got, good haircut, was coming to me for a while. And then all of a sudden, he stopped coming to me. And I found out the reason is because I didn't give him good conversation. And I was
Mm.
just like, what? Like that's
Yeah,
that's that's
that's
kind
tough.
of weird, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't realize conversation was that important to some people.
Yeah, I guess it is, to some people and stuff. And like I say, you're gonna have the clients that, um big on conversations, and you just gotta know,
Feel the
which are
vibe.
and just kind of, go along with that, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like, you could also, as a barber as well, you could sometimes kind of somewhat, train your clients in the way
Mm,
of, um, I would say like, letting them understand that you could, somewhat put out probably better work not talking too much. You know what I'm saying? Because, you
like man, be
contribute a little
quiet,
bit.
man. I'm trying to get your cut together,
You
man.
know, because when they start talking and stuff, a lot of times, sometimes they move in and they're not even aware that
That's
they move
good.
much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So,
real good.
so yeah.
Just
Um,
I guess communication. Like, man, I should have told you, like, man, I give you a better cut when I don't talk to you, man. So now, have you ever messed up anybody's haircut?
man, that's something that I could say. Well, I don't like. I have not gotten that in so long, bro. I have in the very
All right,
beginning.
so tell me what happened when you messed up a haircut.
Okay, so remember, when I first started off in New York, there was this Jamaican dude that came in, and it was my first time. Well, it was his first time actually coming to the shop, and it was
Mm-hmm.
the time when blowouts was, a big thing. Everybody was growing
Talking
out
about
their
the
hair.
afro.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
saying, having like,
The
just
taper.
sides and taper in the back.
Right,
So
right,
he
right.
was growing his hair out, just to get that style, and I ended up cutting him, and he explained to me what it is that he wanted. But at the time, I thought I knew what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I went up too high with the fade, and
Gave him the
immediately,
mushroom.
yeah, man, immediately he was just like, "Yo, I want to block, yo, my," and the strong Jamaican accent, and everyone in the shop was like, "Yo," you know what I'm saying? And it was a busy day too. My clients, that was actually one of my first, incident, I would say, as a barber, that had me in the space of like, yo, I don't think this is gonna work out. You know what I mean? Man, it was just so tough because he was going off, bro. Almost to the point where I'm like, yo, this
He
dude
trying
is
to fight.
gonna fight. Like, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because he was just like, yo, I've been growing my hair for so long. Yo, this is not for my youth. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then one of the barbers, came and was like, yo, it's all good. Don't worry about it, man. You know what I'm saying? We could still, finesse it and fix it up. He said, man, can't fix my own. I was like, yo, don't worry, you know what I'm saying? So, during that time, it was really,
You got me
I
crying, man.
felt, comfortable because, just that one barber that was, way more experienced than me was able to jump in
Uh-huh.
and, somewhat diffuse the whole situation. And,
Hey,
I'm
that's
saying that,
good. You had the mother barbers in there, man.
yeah, man, but it was rough, man. I could
Could have
remember,
been all bad.
I'm like, man, I don't think this is gonna work out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had, what was your experience?
Oh man. Oh man. I remember I'm fresh out of barber school, man. And I could cut. I wasn't bad. I just, I had to I was still getting better.